Hey, it's time to dish with D. That's me. Thank you all for your kind words of my vlog yesterday. I really wanted to put it out there because, like I say, I think I don't want to be put on some like pedestal like, oh, she's got a YouTube channel, you know. She gives us advice, but she's got no idea, you know. I am struggling. I had a good day yesterday. So that's one good day on the books. We checked that off. Today, so far so good. I had a really good, one of my famous, as you know, little mini pancake muffins for breakfast from Trader Joe's. No. Kodiak, strawberry chocolate chip. My personal favorite, I believe. So good. 4 points. It's an unbelievable recipe. You need nothing fancy. You just need some Kodiak mix, 1/3 cup. They'll give you the half cup as the serving, but scroll it back to a 1/3 cup and do a 1/3 cup of whatever milk you use. Cashew, almond, whole, whatever. You can even put like Premier Protein in there. I've done that. It's amazing. That's where I use up the Premier Protein I don't like. Good tip. And an egg. And if you're on green, throw an egg white in there, or a little, a couple tablespoons of the liquid egg whites or egg beaters. You get 12 delicious mini little, they puff up, they cook 400 for about 10 minutes. I do my mini muffins in my little mini muffin pan with my mini muffin silicone liners, and they pop out like nobody's business. They are amazing and they're so good. I do so many different variations. I mean, I've done with sausage in there and a regular, so good. And 12 little mini muffins. People, when I share it, they'll say, how many muffins do you get for 3 points? I said, all of them. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, all of them. You get all of them. So yummy and delicious. You can't beat it with a stick. But yes, I've been seeing a lot of posts of a lot of people struggling. I think, again, we're at this part of the year where things are getting crazy again, and I think that's setting people off. I get that. I don't know if that's what sets me off. I mean, it could be because I work in the middle of this, and I'm working actually in the trenches at school. So I think that's, I mean, my friend and I, my aide partner, every day we say the same thing. We hate our job, and I never run out of work. Like I would, be done and meander around, and oh my gosh, when I'm done with that last duty, I practically fly out the door. I can't wait to get out of there. It's just hard. And so maybe that's why I'm binging more, because I'm just not happy. If there's a part of your life that you're just not happy about for some reason, whether it be personal, work, family, something that's not making you excited about the day, could be causing you to eat. And I really think that's what's good. We talk about it all the time, Kathy and I. That's my aide partner, as I call her. She's on with WW2, and I said we both agreed. And I've never said this. I mean, my job is, I tell you all the time, it's pretty easy. It's 4 hours. It's fun. I look forward to it. The kids are a lot of fun at that age. 6-year-olds think you're a rock star. We both said we don't know if we'd come back next year if it's still like this. Yeah, I really have to seriously consider my employment there. I'd have more fun at the Dollar Tree working with a mask on. It's not even the mask that bothers me. It's having to social distance children that don't want to be social distanced, that don't understand it. You tell them, I guess they live in a bubble where I guess it hasn't affected them, so they just don't know. It's difficult. They have masks on. Why can't we stand next to each other? Well, the rule is you need to be 6 feet apart. It's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. All they want to do is touch each other, play. It's getting harder and harder every day to go in. It just really is. But I think that's just, part of the problem. I can't wait to come home because I can't wait to get away from it. And that was I loved going to work. Like I said, this was an easy job, a fun job. I have a great time with these kids because, like I said, at 6, you can do the craziest things and they think you're funny. Well, the other kids, you get around 5th grade, they're like, oh, you're so weird. I'm not weird yet. So I kind of like that. So I think a lot of what I'm seeing from different posts from different people on different sites and different groups that I'm in, including my own group. And if you haven't joined, please go over to Dish with Dee's crew and hook up with some great people. And if you don't know about Tea with Dee, I go live every night on my channel here, 7:30 Eastern p.m. for a live chat. We talk about, it's a great way to express your feelings and talk about what's bothering you in a safe, well, it's pretty safe other than the trolls, but a pretty safe environment because you're with people who get you and understand you. So feel free to come to that. It costs you nothing. It's you just show up and you start chatting. I do most of the talking. You do all the typing. It's fun. It's a really great supportive group there. And I didn't take my Motrin this morning. I've been having this leg cramp. Yeah, I guess it's all that exercising. I know. I don't think I stretch properly before and after, and I'm like it's really bugging me. And I know it's muscular because when I stretch it, it feels better. But then again, that could work for anything, but yeah, so I'm seeing a lot of people just, and it's a bad time of year because holidays are coming up. And that's the thing I fear for myself, because if I'm blowing it now, what's going to happen in 2 weeks when it's Thanksgiving? Am I not going to care and just go all hog wild? I mean, it is a holiday. I don't really beat myself up for holidays. I've given that boat over. That ship has sailed. I'm not going to condemn myself for enjoying a holiday, and you shouldn't either. It's one day. And granted, I like a little bit of leftovers. Some people say, oh no, holidays don't hot. No, because you got to have the gobbler sandwich. It's a necessity. You could lighten it up, put less stuffing in it, it'll still work. But yes, and enjoy and I always say this all the time too, I enjoy everything that I eat. Low cal, I'm telling you, it's you have to, I always say, strip away all the externals of when we, like what we eat. Like I know back when we used to shake and bake chicken, and we would, put this gravy on something, and sometimes if you just have a beautiful grilled or braised piece of meat with I'm all about fresh herbs. You know that. And it's seasoned properly. It'll be the best thing you ever put in your mouth. The best thing you ever put in your mouth. Honestly. Strip away all the things that are costing you points. Sauces and gravies and stuff. Because you're not tasting the food. You're tasting the sauce and the gravy. But if you strip away, have a beautiful piece, and season it well. I love using plenty of great. That's why I love Flavor Gun. I love the seasonings, and season it with some little bit of garlic and salt. I use salt. Yes, I'm Denise, and I use salt and pepper all the time. My food is very well seasoned, so it really enhances the flavor of the pork, the chicken, even like the beautiful lightness of fish. I like to put a little lemon wedge with my fish and to squeeze a little bit of time, and this brings out the umami. And that's everybody's famous word, the umami taste of fish. And it's like, you'll be like, wow. And it's healthy and it tastes really good. And I'm a big person who loves to roast her vegetables. If you don't like vegetables, try roasting them. I have a misto spray, which is an olive oil spray. You put regular olive oil in it. Extra virgin, of course, and it gives you a light mist of spray, so you can just spray your veggies. Again, they need salt. You can just put a little bit of Mrs. Dash on there, which is nothing but crushed up vegetables anyway, and you sprinkle and you roast it 400 degrees, and you toss them every like 10 minutes. I think it only take like 20-25 minutes for broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, onion, Brussels sprouts. It's insane. Oh my God, if you've never roasted like anise, or you could call it fennel bulb, whichever you call it. Oh my gosh, it just enhances the flavor, and it brings out their natural deliciousness. And you make that's what I usually have on Thanksgiving. I usually roast like a lot of root vegetables and some squash. Oh my God, roasted squash. And I put that on the bottom of my Thanksgiving plate with my turkey. it's like it doesn't need anything else. It's just so good and flavorful, and you appreciate the loveliness of when you roast a vegetable, then nuttiness it brings out, and you don't overcook them, because I'm not going to tell you overcooked vegetable is not pleasant. Now you want it to be still have a little bit of crunch to it. It's got to have a little bit of crunch. I mean, you could, even if you don't like crunchy vegetables, I guess you could do them, but then you have mush. A vegetable, you need to have some body to it. So I think a lot of times we in WW, we butcher our food. Like, and it just, it's not going to taste good if it's overcooked. Overcooked vegetables do not taste good, in my opinion. But you leave them a little, so good. And then you appreciate every bite, and you're just like, wow, this is really good. If you have, access to a grill, like, I know people that keep their outdoor grill up all year round. They go out and they throw things, they bring the grill over, they throw things on the grill. There's nothing like grilled food. Oh, and you get it. And I say invest in a thermometer, a meat thermometer. It's your best friend. Because I think, at least knowing growing up with my father, he overcooked everything because he was always afraid it was going to be undercooked, especially things like chicken and pork. In his eyes, it would kill you. So you get your thermometer, and there's some that you can keep the little thingy in as it cooks. Has a little digital. I think I got it at IKEA. So you can sit there, and when that meat hits that right temperature, get it off the grill. Oh my God, the difference it makes when you don't overcook meat. Pork gets dry. Oh, it does. And dry meat, no matter what you put on it, isn't good. Same thing with the goods, like certain steaks, like you get a beautiful, filet, a good expensive cut of meat, you do not overcook. You don't stew it. You only stew the cheap meat, the chuck. The chuck you can cook for hours and it just gets like filet. But you should never, ever, get like a sirloin or and stew it or butcher it. You can't overcook it. And then you'll be like, well, no. It has to be just pink. Not bloody, just pink. It's like butter. Oh my God, it's so good. You have to eat things in the way they're meant to be enjoyed. I mean, you can sit there and say, well, I'm going to taste, since I got this, filet on sale, I'm going to make beef stew. No. Filet is not meant to be beef stew. It'll cook too long. Cooks too long, and you just wasted that beautiful cut of meat. I always say invest in a chuck roast. If you've never had a chuck roast, it is a cheap piece of meat, and you can do like an all day in the crock pot with that bad boy. It gets like butter. So yummalicious. It's insane how good it is. And you've paid pennies for it. So I would say, and look at what you're eating, and and look up. I'm a person who loves to Google everything, and Google it and find out different ways to create something that's definitely good and healthy and enjoyable. And you will not be sorry. You will be enjoying your food. You'll be looking forward to your food. Seriously, that's the thing. We have to enjoy what we're eating. We have to enjoy it, because we're not going to do it if we don't enjoy it. Well, thank you for coming to work with me today. I am here. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you again for all your wonderful comments and support. It always means the world. You guys rock. I will dish with you tomorrow. If you haven't already subscribed, there's a subscribe button. And give this video a thumbs up if you like my vlogs. I appreciate it. And leave me a comment. I love reading your comments. They're so much fun. Have a great day. Bye, folks.